Here's your Pinpoint Weather 12 forecast.
Good Saturday morning to you. Time now is about 7:48. Of course, all eyes have been on our winter storm that's set to arrive later on this evening, tonight, and especially into tomorrow morning. So let's take a look at the radar. This is the wide look. You can see all that precip, the rain, the wintry mix, the snow, all tracking north and east up towards New England. It'll get here again, like I said, later on tonight. I'm thinking after 8, 9 o'clock, we'll start seeing those first flakes flying, and it'll start accumulating during the overnight hours. Live radar right now, quiet. So if you have any errands to run today, want to do a little traveling and maybe get the dog outside and go for a nice walk, although it is very cold out there, looking at generally quiet conditions for our region. Threat tracker for today, low. This evening, tonight, medium category as that snow builds in, especially late at night and into tomorrow morning. Sunday also keeping it in that medium category. Latest update this morning, winter storm watches have been upgraded to winter storm warnings now for interior sections. So that's Northeast Connecticut, Northwestern Providence County. That's where we think for our region will be the highest snowfall totals, generally thinking about 6 to 9 inches there. 3 to 6 inches expected along the 95 corridor from Providence down towards Warwick, down towards the CT and Rhode Island state line. This is a winter weather advisory also in the purple. So weather timeline, what we're looking at again today, increasing clouds but dry during the daytime hours. Snow arrives later on this evening and tonight, and then becomes heavy at times during the overnight hours into the pre-dawn on Sunday. So outside New Bedford Harbor, not too bad. Some sunshine, nice morning glow here. We're looking at a little bit of a mixed, sloppy mess of rain, sleet, and snow here along the shoreline. But elsewhere further inland, Lincoln may end up being one of the locations that sees several inches of snow for this storm system by this time tomorrow. So again, a very wide range of weather coming our way in a short amount of distance across our region. So let's look at the wide view one more time. Clouds going to be building on in today. Precip going to be following behind that later on tonight as it makes its way north and east. We can time it all out, put it into motion, and you can see those temperatures out ahead of the system. Here's 3 p.m. this afternoon. Temperatures in Providence right around freezing, so certainly cold enough for snow. Notice the snow here, this darker shade of blue and purple, tracking its way across parts of the mid-Atlantic into, here's Connecticut, and making its way into Rhode Island. 8 p.m. later on tonight starts off, again, on the lighter side. It'll become heavier as we go into the overnight hours. I'm thinking after 10, 11 o'clock, start seeing these darker shades of blues and purples in here. That's that heavier snow tracking on through. This is where we will see most of our accumulation from this system during those overnight hours as we push into the pre-dawn hours. Notice though, right at the coastline, some rain and some sleet and snow mixed here. So that's what we're thinking totals here are going to be a little bit lower with this system, just because enough milder air will work in along that immediate shoreline to kind of knock down those totals a bit. Now, here's 4 a.m., tomorrow morning. Snow across inland sections. Not a whole lot happening along the shoreline, a little bit of a dry lull in some cases, but watch what happens as we go forward into Sunday and towards the afternoon hours. Notice that white and blue kind of fills back in as we get a little bit of a second push of moisture that tracks on through. Here's 10 a.m., still looking at some light snow showers and snow activity passing on through. So some additional accumulation is expected on the backside of this system as it kind of pulls away from us. The good news is, though, as we go into Sunday evening, things kind of wrap up, that storm pulls away, but behind it, much colder air. Looking at temperatures in the 20s, we have to watch for what we call a flash freeze. That's when the temperatures drop very rapidly. Any kind of wet or slushy surfaces on the roadways and sidewalks could freeze pretty quickly, could cause some slick spots later Sunday afternoon and evening, even after the precip has stopped. So that's something that we'll be watching closely as we go into later on Sunday. Snowfall forecast, again, generally thinking less snow south and east, 1 to 3 from Narragansett to Newport to New Bedford, 3 to 6 for the 95 corridor, including Providence, Metro, and Warwick. 6 to 9 inches, though, further inland away from Providence, and north and west across, Foster, Gloucester, Burrowville, Smithfield, and down towards looking at Coventry as well. So here is that town by town snowfall forecast. To break it down further for you, you can see again, alphabetical order, ranges, find your town and or city, and you can see what we're expecting more of on a little bit of a hyper-local scale here. One more look, this is Southeastern Massachusetts, same deal here. Alphabetical order, and those ranges a little bit lower though because we're expecting again more of a mix along the southeastern coast of Massachusetts. Finally, 7-day forecast, again storm system tonight, snow continuing in the overnight hours and into tomorrow. Temperatures in the 30s. Another storm system though as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, but of course all eyes on this weekend. Take your time on the roadways. Give yourself extra time if you are traveling at any point tonight or into Sunday. Of course, get that full 7-day forecast anytime on our website at WPRI.com. Guys?